All right. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday to you. What's going on, Facebook world? It's Shabaka Amin, creator of the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, coming at you live and direct. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you do two things. I want you to do me a favor because you're going to benefit from watching this. And I believe you're going to be inspired by what you're about to hear in this upcoming video. I want you to like and I want you to share this live broadcast. Do it now, okay? I'm going to share something of value. You'll find it insightful, you'll find it informative, and most importantly, implementable, practical, okay? So make sure you like and share this broadcast. I'm asking you to do me a favor. Just go ahead and hit like and please share, all right? And I'm also streaming live to the YouTube world. I've got to get in the habit of saying hello, Facebook world, and hello, YouTube world. I'm actually streaming live to both platforms simultaneously. It's called simulcasting. So again, it's Shabaka Amin, creator of the Plant-Based Loser Challenge. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Plant-Based Loser platform. I've got a special guest that I'm going to bring on this evening, this amazing Sunday evening. I know the Panthers lost. Oh my God, the Carolina Panthers lost. Not again. But that's a whole nother matter. I just wanted to say that for those of you who are Panther fans, what a season, right? There's been some ups and been some downs and some more downs and a little bit of ups and some downs again. So, oh well, that's football, right? But nonetheless, welcome to this evening's broadcast. And again, welcome to those of you who are watching on YouTube and those of you who are watching on Facebook. Welcome to the Plant-Based Loser platform. And let me just give you a little bit of background about myself before I bring my guest on for an amazing interview. As you know, I will be interviewing a special guest who recently decided to enroll into the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, which is a 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge that I developed. And my special guest, her name is Dr. Sophie Valerio. Dr. Sophie Valerio. So I'll be bringing her on in a few minutes. But before I go into introducing my guest, let me tell you a little bit about me and what I've been doing for the past, well, really 21 years professionally, but 31 years I've had this enormous soul-driven, soul-led, and just passion to study nutritional science. So after 31 years of nutritional research and also revelation, I've combined my 21-year career as a personal trainer and nutrition performance coach, and I figured out how to actually combine specific foods, and I'm talking about plant-based foods. I figured out how to combine specific plant-based foods and herbs and in a way that's systematic to heal and repair the human metabolism, your metabolism, without having to train you. So it's been a remarkable journey. And what I'm referring to is a proprietary, plant-based, metabolic weight loss intervention that's been helping Plant-Based Loser Challenge customers around the country. We're in about 8 or 9 states right now. And I've got members who are part of the Plant-Based Loser community who've done exceptionally well. And perhaps I'll show you a few weight loss testimonials after the interview. But, you know, with 21 years of training people and doing, and that's one-on-one, and then the same period of time, nutrition performance coaching, you figure out ways to help people get amazing results. I can't speak for other trainers, but I know what I've been able to do because of research and revelation, because when you give your all to something, when you are in love with something, when you're passionate about something, the creator, God, reveals secrets in that particular domain. So I'm just grateful that I've been able to figure out how to combine specific foods in a systematic way in order to heal and repair your metabolism. So if you're overweight, have no fear because Shabaka is here. And what I mean by that is you no longer have to tolerate remaining overweight. So I've been blessed with a vision this year. And I've always had a calling on my life for 21 years. Anytime you're dedicated to something for 21 years, I'm talking about training people, coaching people, ultimately helping people achieve health success. That's right. I said it. Helping people achieve health success. That's what it's all about. I've been following my calling for 21 years, and I've had the great opportunity to train lots of people, medical doctors, news anchors, and reporters, been on television. I've had national opportunities, print magazine opportunities. And I say all that to say those are the different avenues in which I've been able to serve and help people and make a difference through information, teaching, education, helping people get the insights that they need so that they can make better decisions. So I'm just grateful that with the advent of social platforms, social media platforms where you can reach people around the world, I've been blessed with a vision to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious in America. And I am so driven by this vision, and the plant-based loser challenge and the plant-based loser brand, the plant-based loser community is an offspring from this vision. And so this evening, tonight, I'm going to interview Dr. Sophie Valerio, and day number 1 is tomorrow for her. So I'm going to bring her on so you can actually hear from her. And give me a second. Tapped on the wrong button, and I may have to make that disappear. Give me a second. Make sure that, yep. See you later. All right. So I'm going to bring on my guest this evening. Make sure you like, make sure you share this live broadcast. Dr. Sophie Valerio, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Shabaka?
I am well. I am well. I want to first of all say thank you for granting me this interview.
Hey, you're welcome.
And welcome to the Plant-Based Loser platform. Thanks for deciding to participate in the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. And I'm giving you my blessing because, the plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention works. People see the results on Instagram. People are able to see, and we got an echo, don't we? Can you hear the echo?
I don't hear an echo. Do you?
I actually do. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? Do you have your phone on live? Do you have the phone with the video on?
Don't think so. Let me check.
Make sure the interview's not up on your mobile phone.
Mm-mm. Shouldn't be.
We're picking up an echo. Hello, testing. Okay, I still hear an echo. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try something. And for those of you who are in the audience, bear with me for a second. I want to make sure before we go into the interview, we're not getting this echo, because I can hear my echo when I talk. Testing.
You still hear it?
Your audio is great.
Okay.
Hello, testing. It's not too bad, but maybe if someone from the audience can let me know if they hear an echo. Just give me some feedback. If you're with us live right now, let me know if you hear an echo when I talk. So what I'm going to do
Mm.
is start this interview. And Dr. Valerio, would you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, well, thank you, Shabaka. First, thank you for being there because I was looking for a solution and you're it. So I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to start tomorrow.
Awesome.
I'm an engineer of trade, work in quality, and got a doctor in doctorate in business administration for. But more than anything else, I'm a single mom. I raise my kids; they're full grown, and like anybody, it's a busy life, and it's very important to be healthy and have energy. So I'm really looking forward to start tomorrow. I needed that. I need to clean up, feel better, and get the energy I'm looking for. So I'm so happy I bump into you, literally bump into you. And you have so much knowledge. I have tried to eat the right way and I don't have the knowledge. So even if I eat vegetable, it's always the same ones. I don't have the right nutrients. So thank you very much for being there. I'm very grateful to have met you. And I think you're very unique and very special and that your program is amazing. And I am here to start.
All right. I appreciate your kind words. Um, you know, we are in a day and time where obviously the epidemic of obesity and overweight is widespread, and that's why it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic proportions, and I think just me being a professional for 21 years, I can see patterns. I can see how people's attitudes have changed. And one of the things I've observed is that so many people tolerate remaining overweight. Do you think that's because of socialization? You think people, because it's so prevalent, it's normalized and people just accept being overweight? What do you think?
Well, your environment has a lot to do with it, right? Being thick is great nowadays, but sometimes being thick is not great. You don't have the energy. I mean, I used to coach people for 10 years as a leadership coach and work in companies and help people. And unfortunately, when you gain weight and when you get to a certain age, like me, you start getting in your tummy, you lose energy. You lose the vitality you need to do your work. You get home, you're tired. It's so much better if you can wake up. And I used to, a long time ago, eat almost plant-based only, not quite. And the influence of others around me, I changed the way I ate and I felt the difference. That's why I wanted to go back to it. So
Mm,
yes, absolutely, the environment, the social acceptance. I'm from France, and I think in France they changed the size. So what used to be a 38 before is wider than it's wider now. So yes, there is social acceptance. But at the end, it's a matter of feeling good. You know, how do you feel? Do you wake up feeling good? And I said having energy almost 24/7, and I remember that state, and I want to get back to that state.
mm. That's fascinating because you you've been formally trained in engineering. You have a PhD in what?
Quality system management. I do continuous improvement. I'm a solution focused thinker. And I also have a leadership certificate where I used to do business leadership. So I run my company for 10 years doing consulting and continuous improvement. And I worked a lot with people. And, you know, it's great to improve processes and system, but at the end, people are behind them. So people are people. They come to work, and no matter how much you tell, leave things at home, you don't. And if you don't have health, you don't have anything. How can you think straight, work straight, act straight if your body is feeling not well? You know, if you're not well, if you don't spend the time feeling well, you're going to spend the time at a doctor. So I think we should call you Dr. Shabaka because really you're avoiding for us to get there. And that's very important. So that's very, very important. So I'm glad you have that vision and you're going for it. And I just really happy because your body drive your mind drive your body. So if
That's
your
great.
body feels good, your mind feels better, and vice versa. So it's really, really important to me, and I think it's extremely important to anybody. It's not just a matter of look. You can always find anybody. Anybody can feel good at any shape and size, but not everybody can feel good if they're not having the energy, if they have type 2 diabetes, if they feel tired, if they don't know, after they get home, they don't have time to play with their kids because they're so tired. That's not a life. Life is enjoying people, you know. You work to live, not the reverse way around. So you should have energy at the end of the day to be able to really enjoy your family and friends and the things you love doing. So that's what I think.
Well said. I concur. I agree. I appreciate the way you said that because, it's an interesting time. I know there was a campaign by Dove. Remember the campaign by Dove some years ago? And I like the fact that they opened up and made it more diverse, showcasing women who are full figured. But at the same time, I think there was a subtle message that was sent, when they say love the skin you're in, all people should love the skin they're in, ideally. I know that based off of what we know, what's been discovered in medicine as relates to metabolic syndrome, being overweight, especially central obesity, abdominal obesity, paves the way for what's called metabolic syndrome conditions, which are hypertension, type 2 diabetes, abnormal cholesterol, also referred to as high blood serum triglycerides. You can have a non-alcohol fatty liver. So polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. So there are a lot of conditions that are occurring as an offspring from central obesity. And so many Americans are dealing with excess abdominal belly fat, which is medically called central obesity or abdominal obesity. And they don't know that it's the first condition that opens the way for metabolic syndrome conditions like hypertension, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, abnormal cholesterol. And of course, those conditions create events like strokes, which I refer to as stroke as a brain attack, events like a heart attack and heart disease. So it's important. I know as the brand moves into 2020, we have a campaign that will be launching aggressively in December to help the public understand that it's important to undo or reverse abdominal obesity, to undo and reverse central obesity. Now, when I say central obesity or abdominal obesity, they're the same thing. It's important for us to reverse abdominal obesity because somehow she went out. And I'll wait till she comes back. It's important to undo abdominal obesity because it prevents as well as reverses metabolic syndrome. So my guest somehow came off, and give me a second. I'll let her know to come back in. So I'm going to continue with the interview once Dr. Valerio comes back on screen. And for some odd reason, she just blinked out. So if you bear with me for a couple minutes, you notice I was talking about metabolic syndrome, and there's a upcoming campaign that we're launching in December, moving into the new year, where I'll be really focusing in on the importance of people enrolling in the Plant-Based Loser Challenge because the plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention that I've formulated, it helps people lose weight. It targets central obesity. In other words, if you have excess abdominal belly fat, it's going to reduce abdominal belly fat. That's the most difficult excess fat to get rid of. So it's important to undo or reverse abdominal obesity because when you allow for your abdomen to grow, when your waist circumference expands around the navel area, you're going to be at risk for abnormal cholesterol or hypertension or high blood pressure or insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is caused by insulin resistance. And these conditions happen because of something I spoke about several months ago, and I have an upcoming talk on it, food slavery, which is the macro term, but on an individual level, food addiction, addictive cravings for sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods. So my guest, Dr. Valerio, her internet connection dropped. So what I'm going to do is keep talking until she comes back. And as I shared earlier, the whole purpose, the reason why the Plant-Based Loser Challenge exists, it's for people pursuing weight loss and health success. I have been blessed with a vision to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious in America. And now we have upwards of 61 people who have enrolled into the Plant-Based Loser Challenge since March. They've entrusted me with their biology. They've entrusted me with their Dr. Valerio is back. Welcome
Sorry,
back.
my internet disconnected. Go figure.
No problem. Look, it comes with the territory of doing things online. You know, I've had situations like that occur, Dr. Valerio, where I had to, my internet connection was obstructed and I had to go back on live. So things like that happen. Thanks for coming back on. And I was just sharing with the audience, I was talking about, why it's so important to concentrate on undoing and reversing central obesity, because truth be told, abdominal obesity, central obesity, is taking people out. It's causing people to die prematurely. But there's something more there's something that's really responsible for all the premature deaths. And so if you really go back to the cause, we're talking about food addiction, addictive cravings for sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods. So on that note, Dr. Valerio, I know you're pursuing weight loss. What role has food addiction played in you gaining weight? And when I say food addiction, I'm referring to addictive cravings for sugary, fatty, and processed foods, high animal product consumption. What role has food addiction played in
That's
your
huge
weight
for me.
gain?
It's easy for me. I'm a stress eater. I get stressed, I eat, and I don't go for the good thing. I go for the sugar thing. And on top of that, in the last 3 years, I was working half time in Florida, half time here. And there is excellent Haitian and Cuban food. It tastes good, but it's not good for you. So I gained like 3 size pants in less than 2 years or 3 years, and I started losing them again by going back to my source, which is Mediterranean eating food, which is more vegetables but not completely plant-based. And as a matter of fact, I know the difference because 2006 I was really sick and I had to go almost plant-based entirely, and I felt better then being sick than I did eating food that tastes yummy but it's not good for my tummy. However, the food you're having, it's cooking right now. It smells really good too. And you promised me that, so I'll tell you at the end if my cravings go away. I'm looking forward to that because I'm French. I'm grown up in dairy, milk, bread, all the good stuff.
Wow. And-
In
and-
France, I don't know if you know, you have a cheese for each location. So that's what we grew up in. So I'm looking for completely plant-based, including I heard this cheesecake is coming up that tastes like cheesecake, and
yeah,
it's
yeah. We've got a big event coming up December 7th, and it's exclusive for the plant-based loser community. We may open it up to the public, but as of right now, it's for persons like yourself who are um, part of the community and you're participating in the challenge. And it's going to. I won't want to. I don't want to spill it yet. I'm in the process of securing a location. I'm going to be talking with someone tomorrow about that. But nonetheless, we've got some uncheesecake coming up for you. So you got to make sure you place your order. And we've got 6 people out of 10. We need 10 orders so that what's her name? Chef PR will come to Charlotte for an exclusive plant-based loser community event. So we're working on that, and that's underway. And we're going to get our 10 orders. Make sure you place the 7th order. Make sure you place your order. But so getting back to food addiction, it sounds like having done this for 21 years, there are patterns. So I appreciate you speaking to the fact that, yeah, you know, being an emotional eater, a stress eater, and like most Americans, they find themselves being overweight. Our bodies are fine, and they fail to understand that being overweight is not because of gender or your age or it's caused from addictive cravings, indulging in addictive cravings for sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods. It's also I'm getting the echo, like I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. Like when I talk, I hear an echo, but hopefully the audience doesn't. And if you're in the audience right now, please leave a comment and let me know whether or not you can hear when I'm speaking, whether or not you hear an echo. But I'm going to keep on talking because I don't have a solution for that at the moment. So I'm going to let it rip. But thanks for sharing your backstory about food addiction. I want to ask you, so you're from France. Where exactly in France are you from?
I'm from the south, close to Spain, and I grew up in a what you guys call here a Mediterranean diet.
Hmm.
So mainly vegetables, fish, cheese, milk. Not much meat, not as much meat as here, but a lot of vegetables, fruit and vegetables. I live in South Carolina right now, and the weather is very similar where I used to come from. So we had peaches and salad and beautiful vegetables.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
Oh
So
yeah.
you really, I was going to ask you what inspired you to enroll in the plant-based loser challenge, and you really spoke to that. But let me ask you this: what's your target weight loss goal during the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge? What do you
Well,
expect to
I
accomplish?
don't know in 21 days. My target is to go back 30 pounds lighter than I am. Gaining my tummy. I'm gaining everywhere, but I passed 50, and at that time, my body did change, and I have tendency to gain more in my tummy, and then also I've been for 7 months injured, so I haven't been walking, neither exercising, so I need to get back in shape. But really, the whole idea for me is that I know I feel better when I eat better and I sleep better, I wake up better, I can dance all night, and that's a big motivation. I know it sounds bad. It's not the look that is motivating me. It's actually the way you feel, and I have been there. Um, Not completely plant based, but also I've been there with not really good food. You have really good recipes. I'm looking forward to eat them. And that's
Oh
the
yeah.
issue. Like like if I try to eat on my own, I don't know what nutrients to put together. I put the same thing all day long. So I'm not, even if I'm eating vegetables, I'm not eating the right ones or the right combination for what I need. That's not my expertise. That's yours.
Oh yeah.
So, you have 21 years experience. So, and you're really good. You're like such amazing when you explain things that are very complicated, very simply, and you don't let us forget about this. You're really good. Like when you call, I mean, I think I must have asked you, I don't know, 40 questions, and you always answer. I don't think you sleep or something, but I mean, just preparing the food. Yeah, I'm French, but I don't like to cook, so this is not a lot of cooking. That works for me. I also travel, and I mean, I didn't say that I'm starting tomorrow, but I'm going to be traveling, and I can take what you are teaching us on the road, which is fantastic because I need that. Or when I work, and if you work with clients sometimes, or when I work in a company, you don't always have lunch break. I mean, you do sometimes. You don't even have a break. I mean, one of the things I learned is about the drinking side of the impact of drinking water. And I
Mm.
know I should have been created like a dog at some point when I was working. So you teach us a lot of important information that is really, really easy to implement, make change if you're just aware of the consequences. I didn't know that drinking waters and fat loss were related. I knew that I feel better and not dehydrated, but I didn't know it was linked. This is not, I know I can eliminate when I'm sick, but I didn't know that it was that important. So when you have the knowledge, you can make the right choices for yourself. And sometimes the choices are easy. You just don't know that's the right choices. So that's where I am at.
I appreciate it. And if you don't mind, you did mention, so I'm gonna just ask a direct question. You mentioned you're past 50. What is your age exactly? How young are you?
I'm 51 year young, 51 soon 52. So
51. 51.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't mind sharing. I'm going for 120, so thanks to you, I will make it there, dancing and in good health and good mental and having a great time. That's my goal, 120. So help me get there.
well, I tell you what, it's you're going to be adopting the right eating style because a lot of information has come out in what's called telomere biology, and telomere biology is about the telomeres. People don't know, but telomeres are the end caps on each strand of DNA, and what they now know scientifically is that, and clinically is that these telomeres, the length of our telomeres determine our lifespan. And the length of our telomeres also determine, they can see like when there's a shortening of telomeres, they can see chronic diseases, they can see cancer, they can see heart disease, they can see other chronic diseases when there's a premature shortening of telomeres. So one of the fascinating things that has come out is that a nutrient dense, nutrient and fiber dense plant based eating style supports the lengthening of telomeres and can trigger the release of telomerase, which is an enzyme that lengthens telomeres. So I'm so grateful that the plant based loser um, protocol, this plant based metabolic weight loss intervention, is not just helping people lose weight. Weight loss is a byproduct of activating metabolic or intracellular health mechanisms. And we know scientifically and clinically that when you introduce higher amounts of micronutrients into the human body, the bloodstream, more higher dosages of antioxidants, higher dosages of phytonutrients, which are the color pigments you see in fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and beans. Those colors are functional medicines. Antioxidants are functional medicines, and they repair the human metabolism. They repair damaged mitochondria. And so we can engineer we can engineer health success one nutrient dense plant based meal at a time. And that's what I'm helping Plant Based Loser Challenge customers do. And it's exciting. It's taking off. We're in 9 states. People like yourself. We have, we have Caucasian women now from Europe. We've got black women. We've got white men. We've got black men. We've got people who recognize information that's evidence based, and more importantly, a protocol that's now proven to help people lose weight. I've had members, and I think you'll appreciate this, Dr. Valerio. We've had members undo metabolic syndrome conditions like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, the lowering of blood serum triglycerides, making, where there was abnormal cholesterol, now their cholesterol levels, the HDL goes up, LDL goes down. I've observed this for many, 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 many years. And so it's exciting to have a plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention that not only brings weight loss, but it brings weight loss because it's activating intracellular health mechanisms and potential. And that's why it's bringing about the weight loss. And that's why it's bringing about weight loss fast. So I'm going to tell you in advance, you're going to be losing a pound or two a day,
That's a lot.
and the reason why, we have over 60 weight loss testimonials on Instagram. And I'm sure when I remember when I was showing you the weight loss testimonials, you were like, oh my God, so
Pretty impressive. Very, very impressive results.
results don't lie, and people want results. People deserve to benefit from this intervention that I formulated. And what's so exciting is, having done training, 21 years of personal training, I'm helping people get better weight loss results than what personal trainers are getting working with people one-on-one. And this is not a fitness or exercise program. So I have members who are not even exercising yet, and I encourage everyone to work out. I encourage everyone to train, but I have members who don't exercise on a regular basis, and they're still dropping. I got a guy who's dropped 26 pounds in 21 days. I had Hakum Bey who lost the first 17 pounds. He lost the first 17 pounds in 4 days. No workouts. So it looks like your screen has frozen. So hopefully we can get you back on live in motion because the picture's still up. What I'm going to do is ask you to come back on because I've got some more questions for you. And her internet connection. So folks, pardon that interruption. Thank goodness the reception here is great. I'm on, but my guest will come back up in a few seconds, I'm sure. She's got some type of reception issue, and obviously when stuff like that happens, it's outside of our control, but we just keep on rolling. So what I am grateful for is helping people experientially learn how easy it is to lose weight. That's right. I said it. Weight loss is easy. It really is. Doesn't matter if you're 30 pounds overweight, 40 pounds overweight, 50 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight, 200 pounds overweight. Your body, your biology knows how to burn fat very effectively. Your body's just as capable of storing fat effectively. Which one it does, fat burning, or fat storing, depends on the conditions you create by what you eat and don't eat, drink and don't drink. So one of the things I love about the plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention that I formulated is My customers on day one and throughout the 21-day challenge, they're not hungry. They're not dealing with addictive cravings. They're not dealing with cravings for sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods, because the number one obstacle that's preventing people from starting their weight loss journey is food addiction. As long as you're a food addict, you will not be able to lose weight. So, the plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention frees plant-based loser challenge members from addictive cravings. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So hopefully she'll come back on, and I do have some more questions for Dr. Valerio. I had to, one of the most important parts of the show. We got to bring her back on. Hopefully her internet comes back up. Let me reach out to her. Pardon this, but I've got to reach out to her. Come back on. All right. Here she goes, Dr. Sophie Valerio.
What can I say?
Dr. Valerio, welcome back.
What can I say? My phone was such in shock of the result. It decided to just disconnect again. Well, I think my kids is playing up there, so, the connection is not so good. I'm so sorry.
Not a problem. Welcome back. I'm glad you could get back on. I had asked you a question about your overall weight loss goal, and you said you want to lose 30 pounds overall, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you. Do you believe that losing weight is easy or difficult?
I think if you do the right thing, it's easy. I have to say that, when I listen to you, I could listen to you for hours because you're so interesting. But when I go into the program and I look at what the steps I have to follow, okay, they're not difficult. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't really have to exercise also.
It's a plus. It's a plus. However, if you don't during the 21 days, you're still going to lose weight. And we have the same issue again. Her internet is giving her a challenge. And I believe we'll bring her back on again, because I've got the next segment coming up is going to be really, really important, and we've got to do it. And I'm going to take her off and then ask her to come back on. Let's see. Okay, so I'm knowing that she's going to come back up. Thank goodness for Messenger on Facebook, where you can communicate. And I want to say thanks to all my YouTube folks. I just launched the Plant-Based Loser platform on YouTube, and I'm sure I'm looking to grow. So if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the Plant-Based Loser channel on YouTube. So please subscribe to the Plant-Based Loser. It's just called the Plant-Based Loser, and it's a channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and share with other people. But we do have I have a few final questions before we wrap up the interview. And I hope you found it informative and insightful and inspirational so far. Looking for Dr. Sophie Valerio to come back on, and checking to see if she's left me a message. But what I wanted to share with you, part of the magic, so to speak, behind the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, and the reason why so many Plant-Based Loser members are doing exceptionally well with weight loss is because, let me see if I can bring this up. It's because one of the things I've done is, I'm going to bring something up for you so you can see, because some of you might be new to the Plant-Based Loser platform, and I just want to show you, how it's making a difference in um, so many people's lives. And I want to show you something. Okay, well, let me bring my guest back on.
I am so sorry.
Dr. Valerio, welcome back.
Yeah,
No
apparently I
worries, no
can't fix
worries.
the
So what we're gonna
internet today. It's
yeah,
will keep going on and off. We have storms around, so that's what I'm guessing is happening here. But
no problem at all. So let me ask you this so we can take advantage of the moments we have.
yes,
So you were talking, I had asked you about whether you believe weight loss is easy or difficult, and you believe that it's easy once you do the right things by your body food wise. Um, here's the question. Are you ready to take the plant-based loser pledge?
I definitely am because I made a soup with all the ingredients I normally don't eat. So it's smelling good. It's ready for tomorrow. So I'm definitely ready.
Well, I know day number one is for you tomorrow, day number one of 21. And of course, you're going to be starting with the SST protocol. And for those of you who are, the audience, that's like plant-based loser lingo. SST stands for smoothie soup and tea, and it's a therapeutic smoothie soup and tea. And in the first 7 days, that smoothie soup and tea targets inflammation. So for those of you who don't know, we know scientifically that weight loss resistance or someone who's overweight or obese and they are unable to lose weight is three reasons why: inflammation, hormonal imbalance, and digestive issues. So I have smoothie soups and teas that target inflammation in the first 7 days. In days 8 through 14, there's a smoothie soup and tea that targets hormonal imbalance. And in days 15 through 21, there's a smoothie soup and tea that targets digestive issues. But you're not just on smoothie soup and teas. Plant Based Loser Challenge members are on 3 nutrient dense plant based meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in addition to the smoothie soup and tea. So, Dr. Valerio, it's time for you to take the Plant Based Loser Challenge. Do you have it in front of you?
I have it. And look, I have the glasses needed
Yes,
for this.
he's got the glasses.
Hopefully the internet stays on. You ready?
I'm knowing that it's going to stay on. Let's go for it. Take the plant-based loser
Okay.
challenge.
I pledge to love, honor, and respect myself by giving my biology the most nutrient and fiber dense plant based foods clinically proven to prevent, arrest, and reverse chronic diseases. I pledge to shop for, prepare, and consume all food items that make up the plant based metabolic weight loss intervention for 21 days.
Yay!
And hopefully longer to stay on this lifestyle that is needed to keep being healthy, because I think that's important is once you do that step. So
Absolutely. Well, you have now been initiated. You've taken the plant-based loser challenge.
yeah.
And thank you for making it public, your commitment public. That means a lot. That says that you are serious, because some people would not have the nerve to read plant-based loser pledge live on Facebook before potentially thousands of people. But I have
Yeah.
to say thank you, Dr. Sophie Valerio. I'm telling you, I got you. I love
Ah,
doing what I do. I'm a nutrition performance coach who cares about every single person that enrolls in a plant-based loser challenge. That's why it's so successful. That's why people are enrolling every single week. And we're going to be in all, was it 52 states? Is it 52 states? We're going to be in all 52 states at some point. I
and
know.
Europe and wherever, right?
In Europe. If
And you
somebody,
deserve it because you're unique and you're really good and you are so clear. And I just want to tell people not to be afraid to be hungry, because I think some people think that when I see what I have to eat, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I really eat all of that? So there's no question that I'm not going to be hungry.
oh,
And
absolutely.
looking forward, it actually smells really good.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for tomorrow to taste it. So
And folks,
looking
she
forward to
referred
that.
to the prep work she's done. She's done the prep work. She's prepared the 3 solid meals. She's
Mhm.
prepared the smoothie, the soup, and the tea. And, you know, people have to understand that the meals you consume on any given day are either damaging your metabolism or repairing your metabolism. Eating is training. Eating trains your metabolism. It either is training it to be healthy or it's training it to be unhealthy or into dysfunction states or disease states. So I'm grateful that you are taking this seriously. You just took the plant-based loser pledge. You've got my full support,
Yes, definitely.
and you have the support of an online community, the plant-based loser community, and you have the support of the local team because you live in Greenville, South Carolina. You're not far away. We have our monthly meet and eat events, which are support group events that are allowing folks to experience what it's like to eat plant-based and vegan at different restaurants or establishments that serve vegan or plant-based foods. Because outside of what I've developed, we want to make this sustainable past the 21 days. And part of that sustainability is you got to have a health success team. You've got to have a team of people that you can connect with online, but also locally, so that you can have an environment that supports your success.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention something. When I went shopping, I was very happily surprised about the grocery bill. And I didn't go for cheap. I went to the Whole Food and my bill was like so inexpensive compared to the way I normally eat. So it's that's an advantage too. Everybody likes to save money and so you're saving money on doctors and you're saving money on food. That's not a bad deal, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's
I
only
think
up.
it's really important.
Yeah. You know, people ask me that all the time, and I appreciate you saying that. People ask me all the time, is it expensive? And my reply is, it's a lot more expensive emotionally when your biology malfunctions. It's a lot more expensive when you have to be dependent on pharmaceuticals. It's a
Yeah.
lot more expensive when you have to incur the medical costs from surgery, and your healthcare premium will go up if your numbers are high, like if your blood pressure numbers are high, if your blood serum triglyceride numbers are high. That's a lot more expensive. And just the toll it takes on you emotionally, that's expensive emotionally. That's a diminishment in quality of life. So when people don't abide by what I call the laws of health success, you pay a price emotionally, you pay a price um, financially.
Mhm.
And a part of our happiness depends upon our health, the health of our biology, you see? So I thank you for your trust. As I say, I said it to you and I say it to
100%.
you
I
know,
100% trust.
I always tell people before they enroll, trust me now, trust me for now, thank me later. And you know, it's important for people to understand that through this challenge, you're going to realize how easy weight loss is. And then even after 21 days, Dr. Valerio, I'll have another protocol for you, the metabolic juice cleanse, that's just as powerful as the one you're starting tomorrow.
I
So,
saw that. Yeah.
yeah,
And trust, you say trust, but with all the testimonials, 100% of people you work with are successful as long as they follow your advice.
yep,
So, I work in statistic. That's a good statistic. That's an amazing statistic.
yep,
So data speaks for itself. It's not
that's
just
right.
trust your words. It's actually looking at the testimonial. And I just invite everybody to go check it out because it's 100% of people that follow it get result that he's talking about. So it's easy
That,
to trust such a good result. So thank you very much. Great value you bring, and I'm really looking forward to it. And there is one thing I wanted to add. If you
yeah,
ever are like me and you have to pick ingredients that you don't like in my case, celery, right? Just remind yourself that if you have to go and get an IV in your hands, it's a lot more painful. and then, After
Right.
that too, when they get combined, they taste good. So just go
Mhm.
and try it. And I just discovered a few ingredients that as I was putting anything, I had to eat them. They taste so good. And I never ate them before. So that's wonderful. Thank you very
That's
much.
beautiful, and I appreciate you saying that because sometimes people fail to see the big picture. The big picture, people say, well, I don't normally eat berries. And I said, well, that's the whole point. The whole point is that you're eating foods that you don't normally eat, foods that are beneficial to your metabolism, foods that are beneficial to your cells and your DNA. And it's precisely the point to eat foods that you don't normally eat and abandon highly processed foods and animal products that have been creating the problem. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your kind words. And you've already succeeded because you have untapped weight loss or fat burning potential within your cells. All you got to do is activate it with every single meal. Stay dedicated. Um, you got your weigh-in, send your weigh-in results tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be following up with you. Every so many days. Of course, you got your weigh-in schedule. Follow that. Make sure you have your weigh-in schedule printed out. And I'm just proud of you. Proud that you have the courage to um, stand for health success and to take action. Everybody, you hear it all the time. Everybody says they just want to be healthy. But the true litmus test as to whether someone really wants to be healthy is when you can see it meal by meal, by the meals that they eat predominantly. That's how we know if somebody is truly about health success. So I commend you in advance. You're going to be victorious. Thank you for your commitment in advance. And the plant-based movement challenge day number 1 starts for you tomorrow.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm sure I'm going to cut off anytime soon. So I
Thank you
just
for
want to
your
thank
time.
you really. And you're just a super coach. You're like all the way in, and you're like, I don't think you sleep. That's my answer, because you're always ready to answer. And it's really good. Thank you very much. And you're very patient, because some of my questions are very, very basic. Okay.
Yeah,
And thank you for your patience, because we all start somewhere.
that's right.
And so thank you very much.
Absolutely. You're welcome. And thanks for deciding to participate in the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. I look forward to sharing your weight loss progress with the Facebook and YouTube world. And we'll do another live so that they can find out how you're doing. And I know we have a weigh-in schedule during the 21-day challenge. So her first weigh-in will be on the morning of day number 4. So we're going to check back in with you on day number 4 so we can let the YouTube and Facebook world know how much weight you've lost in 3 days. Because the weigh-in on the morning of day number 4 measures how much weight you've lost on Wednesday,
Sure.
Tuesday, and Monday.
So now I didn't have an accountability partner. Now I have the whole YouTube community. Thank you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So you got the whole Facebook and YouTube world who wants
No
to know.
problem. Thank
Yeah,
you very
and
much.
you got the greatest nutrition performance coach on the planet supporting you. You're
I
gonna do
surely do.
well. And the plant-based nutrients, once they're in your bloodstream, the rest is, we call it, fat burning history. So thank
Yeah.
you
So
again for your
on day
time.
number 4, I may have danced all night that night. So that will be my exercise. So if I look a little tired, it's not the food. Okay.
I understand. I understand. Well, I appreciate. Thank you so much for your time, and look forward to getting your before weigh in tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful evening, and you are prepared. You're ready.
I
So
am. It smells good.
it's
Maybe I'm going to taste it a little bit tonight.
yeah. Go ahead and have a little taste.
All right. You have a great night. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Thank you. So okay, folks. So you heard from Dr. Valerio, who is she's from France originally. You can hear the accent. And she starts the Plant-Based Loser Challenge tomorrow. Day number 1 of 21 is tomorrow, which is Monday. And she's pumped, as you can tell. She's excited, and she's going to do very, very well, as all of my Plant-Based Loser Challenge members do. We've got such a high success rate. Anybody that commits always loses weight, and they do so exceptionally. So what I want to do is take out a minute and show you how well some of our members, because we could be here all night with me pulling up all the weight loss testimonials. So what I'm just going to do is share a few so that you can see how others are winning. So this is Kaya Bay. In fact, her and her husband, their last day is today. Today is day number 21 of 21 days. It's the last day. And I'll be checking in with them by morning to find out what their last weigh-in results are. But as you can see, Kaya Bay lost the first 17 pounds in 16 days participating in the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. Isn't that remarkable? That's amazing. That's a pound plus a day. That's remarkable. And she doesn't exercise. She's benefiting from the plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention that I formulated. And this is why the challenge is so successful, because people are losing weight. People are reversing metabolic syndrome conditions. And people are getting rid of the most important fat to get rid of, which is abdominal belly fat, medically referred to as abdominal or central obesity, because that condition opens the way for other metabolic syndrome conditions, which will lead to premature death. So I'm going to show you another testimonial really quick. I'm sure you're wanting to move on, and I'm appreciative of your attention and time. And here's another Plant-Based Loser Challenge member. Let me see if I can. No, that we need it large. Okay. So you know what I look like, so I'm taking me off screen. Jewel Heath, 16-pound weight loss. And actually, I think today is her last day. I think this is day number 21 for her. I believe it is. I could be wrong. So let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I have a lot of testimonials. Oh, yeah, this is one that you'd be interested in seeing. And Hakoum Bey, the husband of Kaya Bay, as you can see, he's lost 19 pounds in 13 days. Isn't that remarkable? 19 pounds of body fat in 13 days. And I had the great opportunity to interview Hakoum and Kaya. They invited me to their home. And one of the things that she was so excited to point out when she was talking about her husband is how much abdominal belly fat Hakoum has lost. Drastic change. And I even told him, I've known him for a long time, his face looks lean and sleek, so our customers it's more than just weight loss. And I want to put this up. This is, we are bringing, I have to put this up. I have so much on screen. Let me take some of this stuff off screen because I want to highlight somebody, because we're bringing her to Charlotte. Give me a second. Bear with me. I have, okay. All right. Give me a second. Okay. I want to actually, So let me go into comments, and I want to bring someone on screen. So Chef TR, Tasha Robinson, thank you for the comment. Yes, We're going all over the world. The plant-based loser challenge will be worldwide at some point. I'm just going to let the creator orchestrate that. I'm just going to show love to people and keep making sure that more and more people benefit from this plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention that I've been so blessed to formulate as a result of really 31 years of research and revelation. And when you receive a formula that's been put to the test, that has worked with so many people, it's a blessing. And I call it part research. It's evidence-based, but the arrangement and the putting it together, that's revelation. So when you love something enough and you're passionate about it, the gifts of that thing or area of expertise get revealed to you. And this is why plant-based loser challenge members are benefiting so well. Their weight loss is tremendous, the rate of weight loss. But not only that, they're losing weight as a result of metabolic repair. We're helping them get metabolically healthy. And that's exciting because your health success depends upon metabolic health. We are bringing Chef TR, Tasha Robinson, to Charlotte for a special event on December 7th. And it's really exclusive. It's for plant-based loser community members. However, I'm going to talk with someone. I'm going to secure a location for our event tomorrow. I may open it up to the public because I think there are so many people who want to be part of the plant-based loser community, who want to do the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. So we may open this event up so people can experience the most delicious vegan cheesecake in the galaxy on Earth. But as I jokingly said to Chef TR, you've got the most delicious vegan cheesecake in the Milky Way, in the universe. You got the Martians beat out as well as the Earthlings. So we're bringing Chef TR to Charlotte for an exclusive plant-based loser community event. And orders are coming in pretty much daily. And if you want to participate in the event, you can reach out, send me a message on Facebook, and I will definitely consider inviting you, even though it's exclusive for plant-based loser community members who are paid members. They've paid to enroll in the plant-based loser challenge. You may be interested in the 21-day plant-based loser challenge. You may be someone out there who needs to be part of a community that focuses on health success. You may want to be part of a community whose mission it is to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious. Whatever your reasons, we're here to support you. We're here to help you break through. We're here to help you go beyond food addiction. We're here to help prove to you that weight loss is easy. And above all, health success is a possibility. So it takes a plant-based metabolic weight loss intervention. It takes having an online community that's encouraging and supportive. It takes having a local support group, which is the Plant-Based Loser Charlotte team. And eventually we'll have teams around the country. So I want to thank everyone for your time and attention. May I show you one more testimonial? Thank you, Chef TR. That's right. We bringing it. We bringing you to Charlotte because her cheesecake is so delicious and it's nutritious because she's using whole, unprocessed, plant-based ingredients, plant-based foods as part of the ingredients. Her cheesecake, her vegan cheesecake, is so delicious that it can be easily sold at the Cheesecake Factory and no one would know that it was a vegan cheesecake. It is delicious. It's nutritious. It's got fiber. It's the kind of cheesecake that you can eat without regret. It's the type of cheesecake that you can eat that gives you an opportunity to indulge in a dessert, but you don't have to worry about increasing your risk for cancer. Because if you eat a dairy-based cheesecake, you're increasing your risk for cancer and high blood serum triglycerides, high cholesterol, and type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance. If you're eating dairy-based cheesecake, all you're doing is creating an environment of insulin resistance, which has extra blood sugars floating around in your bloods, and that creates, vision loss and, kidney issues, all types of stuff. So at any rate, we're bringing Chef TR to Charlotte, December 7th. If you want to be part of the community, you can. Reach out to me if you have any questions, if you are pursuing weight loss and you want support. And I always encourage people, why keep trying to be a mechanic for your metabolism? If your car breaks down, do you try to repair it yourself? Of course you don't. You don't know what a mechanic knows. You don't have the specialized knowledge. You don't have the experience. You don't have the tools and the equipment. You don't have the diagnostic intelligence. You don't have the diagnostic tools. You're not in position to repair your vehicle. You're not in a position to repair your metabolism. So get help, get support, and why not become a plant-based loser? Let's eliminate the trial and error and leverage the expertise that has a proven track record. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Make sure to like and share. Share this with other people. I'm knowing that you found it informative, insightful, and hopefully inspiring. Let me come back on screen and close out. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you want to know more, simply go here. Information about the Plant-Based Loser Challenge could be found there. If you want to see some weight loss testimonials over 60, you can go here. Follow on Instagram at Plant-Based Loser Challenge, no spaces. Follow on Instagram at Plant-Based Loser Challenge, no spaces. And to learn about the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, go here. And you can also enroll on this page right here. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the remainder of your Sunday evening. And if you know anyone pursuing weight loss and health success, share this video with them. Have a wonderful night. And thanks for being part of this movement to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious in America. It's Shabak Amin, creator of the Plant-Based Loser Challenge. Have a wonderful night.